Jaxon, you forgot who started all this. This is all your fault. You see, I tried to be the bigger man and stick my hand out to you. But all you did was turn your back against me and gave me the fucking middle finger. And ever since then, I held a personal grudge against you. Now, for those watching, by the way, especially the SKEG faithfuls, let me educate you guys. You see, this isn't a ex-VPW versus SKEG type of thing. No, this ain't no fucking stupid invasion. This isn't a babyface versus heel type of thing. Nah, all that shit died in the fucking 90s. This is a Jaxon Bates versus X type of situation. Because your flag bearer decided to make it personal ever since him and the council attacked me. Now, Jaxon, unlike you, I didn't need United by Honor to attack you. You were just stupid enough to turn your back against me again. But this time I made sure you learned your lesson on the most common rule in fucking combat sports, and that's to never ever turn your back against your opponent. But that's the past, you see. We're just a few days away to X versus Jaxon Bates Part 2. And that's for the No Limits Championship. Now, majority of your SKEG faithfuls believe that you're going to retain your No Limits Championship, Jaxon Bates. And they have every right to do so. Hell, you need the fucking all support that you need. But keep in mind, Jaxon, that when that bell rings, little by little, that support is going to be gone. Why? Because they're going to see the Combat Kid in action for the very first time. And just like this promo, they're going to see not only that I am good on the fucking mic, but I am amazing in that 20 by 20 squared circle. Now, Jaxon Bates, I hope that you understand that when I beat you for that No Limits Championship, that I have no plans on defending that shit. Hell, when I win it, I'm gonna fucking vacate it in hopes that somebody in SKEG is more deserving of it than I am. You see, I'm not there to out-wrestle you. I'm not there to outperform you. Hell, I already beaten you. I got nothing else to prove, Jaxon Bates. I'm just there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to break your fucking leg. In hopes that you never fucking walk again. See, with every stumble and every step of pain that flows through your body, I want you to remember that I did that to you, Jaxon Bates. After our match, I hope that you're in so much pain, not just physically, that mentally, that depression and his tag team partner anxiety is gonna mindfuck you in hopes that you quit fucking SKEG Vegas Wrestling. Yeah, I fucking went there. You see, you're a piece of shit. And I'm just a man who's been holding a grudge for a month and a week already. See, while you're too busy stroking your fucking ego and busting your nut all over fucking social media, being the narcissist that you are, I was too busy training and thinking of a dozen ways on how to break your fucking leg. You see, I could have ended your fucking career watching you cry and scream like the little bitch you are. It was a pleasure to watch, but I have a fucking conscience. See, that's not the type of man I am. I'd rather break your leg where it's all legal, where nobody can hold me back. And that's in a fucking match. And what not a better place than in your ring, in your home, SKEG Vegas Wrestling. So June 1st, Jaxon Bates, I hope you come prepared, and I hope you protect both your fucking legs. Because X marks the fucking spot. And by the way, I want you to think about this. How can a flag bearer lead the charge when he's too busy limping all over the fucking battlefield?
You know, it's funny, X. It's hilarious, actually, how far this has gone, where we've come to and where we've came from. It's funny when you think about two guys from completely opposite ends of the country, two guys from completely different walks of life, being in the same space for 2 years and not once facing off. But like you said, it was me who started this all, right? It was me who showed up in XVPW when you had an open challenge. It was me who introduced myself as Jaxon Bates, the No Limits champion, #1 in the world. And it was me who laid you out with the council, and you beat me. You did it. You were every bit of GOAT you said you were. There's no question. For the whole world to see, you beat me clean. Middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. But X, you go through life, through the industry, through the globe, facing guys like that, guys like me at that time, every day. Every day you show up to work ready to get the leg up on your opponents through hours and hours of technical wrestling, studying. It's been clear. You love your classic wrestling, and it's provided you with an IQ of 1,000 every time you step in the ring. See, I don't do that. I never have. And quite frankly, I never will. Because the difference between us, while you prepare to out-wrestle every time you step in the ring, I prepare for war. I prepare for the unknown. I prepare for uncertainty. I prepare to be punched in the mouth and love it. And when I drop and rise to a knee and smile through the tooth I just lost, spit into my own hand and see the color of my blood, I realize exactly what I have to do. That story of mine that you showed of me saying everyone should be striving to be better than me, that didn't come from arrogance or repeated wins. That comes from knowing and having the tools. That comes from knowing full well that when my back's against the wall, there is not a shadow of a doubt that I will be every bit better than I lacked before, and then some. And I will fall on my sword before I ever go out on my shield. So thank you, X. Thank you for beating me over a month ago. Thank you for making me realize who the fuck I am. Thank you for shredding my meniscus. Thank you for being the arrogant prick I've always known you to be. Because when I beat you June 2nd at SKEG Sanctum Vanguard, I want no excuses. I want no excuses when you realize you beat me on an indie show with 200 people in the crowd for a title that won't be defended again for 6 more months against a man who knew nothing about you beside arm drags. And rest assured that when I beat you, it will be on the biggest stage, under the brightest lights, with 5,000 to 10,000 people in attendance for the #1 title in all of professional sports. And it'll be at the hands of a man with a bum knee, a 365-plus day backlog of consistent work. Consistent means every day. And a team around him that isn't united by honor, but bound by blood. And I am ready to make you lose all of yours. Flags up. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. And it is for the No Limits Championship.
Clear.
Did you ever think you would see the sight of the Comeback Kid X here in SKEG Vegas Wrestling? I don't know if it's ever happened, let alone I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but here we are. Not only is he in a SKEG Vegas Wrestling ring, he is on a SKEG Vegas Wrestling pay-per-view main eventing, brought to you by X versus Jaxon Bates Part 2. And man, am I excited for this one. Again, we talked about it all night. Part 1 was at XVPW One Night Delight just over a month ago. It was for the YouTube Championship, one of XVPW's titles. X was victorious over this man. Look at the shirt of the comeback kid there. Massive ovation for the champion here in Skegness. But to no one's surprise, he is the No Limits champion. He's been reigning for 155 days. He's had 10 title defenses. X said this is not an SVW versus XVPW thing, but Jaxon seems to disagree. You see him donning the SVW logo on the back of the jacket there. And I'm not sure, but is he wearing SVW colors as well? See bright blue trunks there from Jaxon. I'm not sure if that's an homage to the logo that we know to be the SVW logo. Nonetheless, I mentioned X is wearing a shirt with Jackson's face on it, with his classic X over the face. Big fight feel. Official introductions to come in the ring. This should be good. X won their last encounter through a variety of reversals, a variety of scouting. We've heard Jaxon say that X has studied tape, hours and hours of tape, to be where he's at. He gets in situations and knows reversals, knows the outcome of the move, can flip it into what he wants it to be, and then have the outcome that he desires. That's what X does. Jaxon says, I don't care to do that. I don't care to study the tape. I'll gauge you in ring. And that's what it's all about, the No Limits Championship. Introducing the challenger. From Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing 199 pounds, the comeback kid, X. And his opponent, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 237 pounds, he is the No Limits champion, Jaxon Bates. It is all about the No Limits Championship, a storied championship in SKEG Vegas Wrestling. They call it the second world title because it is the step to the King of Vegas Championship. Jackson's mentioned all month that's what he would like to do next. Jaxon Bates, Comeback Kid X, Part 2. Here we go. The bell has rung. And ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're here. Jaxon immediately jumping on the top rope. X saying, bring it on. It started similarly last match with some tie-ups in the center. I'm wondering if we're going to see the same thing. I would imagine that we're looking for spots from the first match. I would imagine that X would go back to the well. Go back to what worked the first time. Stare down here between these two. You can cut the tension with a knife and collar and elbow tie-up to start this thing off. And a break. Another collar and elbow tie-up. And another break. A third tie-up here. Jaxon getting the better this time with a wrap around and a smack to the head. Oh, man. Another tie-up here in the center of the ring. Broken again. Second tie-up. Broken again. Third tie-up. Jaxon again going back to the left arm. Grabbing X by the hair. That's not legal in this match. And a stop to the left arm. Slowing this match down immediately. He seems to be taunting X here. No break this time. Jaxon with the waist lock there. Full Nelson here. X stomps on the toes. Snapmare takedown. X picks Jaxon back up. Side headlock takeover. And that's the wrestling that X talks about. That's the wrestling that he studies. That is the hours and hours of tape as Jaxon knees him in the skull and escapes out the back door. Arm lock here by X. Northern Light suplex with maintaining wrist control. And that's hours and hours of tape. That's only something somebody who has watched a lot of wrestling would know. Jaxon escapes, picking him up. X out the back door. X grabbing the knees. Oh, and look at this. Look at this from X in front of the SKEG Vegas crowd. Jaxon tries to get fired up here. X catches him, strikes, kicks. Elbows to the face. X hitting the ropes. Leapfrog from Jaxon. Jaxon rolls around, goes for a German. X rolls through, right into a heel hook. Right into a heel hook. A heel hook from X early on in this match. Maybe a modified ankle lock here, or maybe it's a reverse figure four. I think that's a reverse figure four there from X. Pulling at the ankle and the knee, that bad knee of Jaxon, that partially torn meniscus, strained PCL. He said it all month. X messed him up. Arm drags here from X again. Back to the classic wrestling. Arm drag again from X. 3 in a row now. Doing the damage to the knee early is smart works by X. That is exactly what he wants to do. And talking about the knee, here we go! Stomping away at the knee. X has no love lost here for Jaxon. This is not an X we have seen very many times as he baseball slides directly into the left knee of Jaxon Bates. You see the sleeve on there, trying to give extra support. Knee to the face, trying to give extra support to the knee that is not stable. First cover of the matchup here. 1, 2. Jaxon with a kick out right at 2. Early kick out from Jaxon. If X wants to maintain those, it will tire out Jaxon quickly. X looking to fly. Oh, and an uppercut from Jaxon. X looking to fly through the bottom rope. The bottom and the middle of the rope, and Jaxon caught him with an uppercut. Hard right hand on the outside. And this is the pace that Jaxon wants. Huge left hands trying to take X down, keep X down, inflict damage. Jaxon is the bigger of the two by quite a bit, if I'm being honest. Tossing X into the barricade there. Lifting X up. Backdrop on the barricade. That could do serious damage to the kidney. And now Jaxon getting fired up. And this is the Jaxon that we know and love in SKEG Vegas wrestling. Not everybody loves him, but many do. Many have his support tonight against X. European uppercut from Jaxon Bates, taking X off his feet. Remember, Jaxon is looking for the black flag lariat to end this thing. X is looking for the double knee to the skull, the change of heart, he calls it. Huge chop there from Jaxon, maybe paying a little homage to his brother in Violent Legacy, Duncan Riley. And now rubbing X's face along the top rope, playing X's game with him. Raising the number 1 to the sky. That's what he always says. He's number 1. Looking for a suplex here. X trying to get out the back door. And a huge chop block. We saw X do that to Jaxon just a couple of weeks ago on SKEG TV. Chop block there from the front angle. And look at this. Just kicking away at Jaxon. And if X keeps this up, Jaxon won't be able to stand for long. X catches the opposite leg. Grabs him from the back, hooks the knee. Brilliant move there from X. Hooking the bad knee of Jaxon Bates. Shrugging it off there. And the shirt of X, how disrespectful. Huge! Over the top rope. I didn't see that coming at all. With an elbow. Huge elbow there out the top. X on the top. Jaxon going for it. X rolls through. Little stalemate there. X rolls through again. All the way down into a cover. No. Back up. Jaxon reverses. Alabama slam connects from Jaxon Bates. We saw that in that first match. X had a powerbomb right there. Jaxon reversed. Great memory from our champion. Elbows to X in the corner. Elbows to X in the corner, looking to take this thing back over. Great memory from Jaxon, knowing exactly what X's next move is. And a huge backdrop there, ramming his shoulder right into his spine. First cover of the match from Jaxon. 1, 2. No, a kick out right at 2 from X. That was a very unique offense there as Jaxon lifted him up for a backdrop but dropped him on his own shoulder. Lifts him up, Valley driver position. Super kick from X. Grabs the left knee again and a dragon screw. As soon as Jaxon gets some momentum, X is right there to take him back down. And now locking up these knees. Now locking up these knees and do an Indian death block here. A modified Indian death block. Figure 10. Figure 10 here from X. Jaxon, don't listen to this crowd. Do not tap. We have fans all the way from New Jersey that have traveled to see this thing. Traveled to see their boy X in attendance beat Jaxon Bates. They want to see X defend XVPW. Another chop block there to the knee of Jaxon Bates. X is not looking like the classic comeback kid we know. He is looking dastardly. X in the corner. What's he going for here? Round off, back handspring, back elbow. Jaxon catches him. Great catch by Jaxon. Kick to the gut. Huge. No, X reverses again. X in the Frankensteiner position. Jaxon reverses. Powerbomb, no. X back down, back up. Powerbomb. We saw that before. Jaxon with a massive powerbomb on the comeback kid. Jaxon trying to get himself fired up. Running against the ropes. Dive to the outside. Vintage Jaxon Bates. Taking down X, going for number 2. And a second suicide dive from the champion. Can he hit the third and final? Jaxon throwing X back in the ring instead, saying not this time. Springboard, European uppercut on one good leg. Jaxon for the cover. There it is. 1, 2. No, a kick out by X. 2.5. And Jackson's feeling it there. I said he was on one leg. There's a lot of jumping around for a partially torn meniscus and a strained PCL. That does not do him any favors. He needs to stay grounded. Could this be a little kill? Confirm! No! X ducks through, looking for a lariat. Roll through and a kick to the skull from X. Great reversal. All the way up top. Several right hands in the face of Jaxon Bates. Top rope. Rolls back. X looking for an Irish whip. Jaxon reverses front handspring. Back into the Rana position. Jaxon reverses again. Going for powerbomb, but X hits a Hurricane Rana. Great ring awareness there, and X just with a huge roll through straight into a heel hook. Another heel hook. This is the second or third time he's had that heel hooked, wrenching on it, which does nothing but twists the knee, torques the knee, causes a lot of discomfort and pain, especially when you have no cartilage left in that knee. That torn meniscus took all the cartilage out that Jaxon had, and then has a strained ligament on top of that. Can Jaxon hang in here? You gotta think, we're only less than 10 minutes into this thing. Jackson's got to stay alive. Saki escapes there as X lets go of the hold. X picking Jaxon up, looking for a clothesline of his own. Jaxon reverses. Huge spine buster from Jaxon. Roll through the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, I thought that was 3. I almost called 3 right there. That looked like 9/10. I don't even know. X back on the outside. Jaxon back in the ring. That was a close pinfall. Jaxon looking to knock X off the apron there. X caught him. Jaxon missing again. And a kick to the left knee. Knocking Jaxon down to the outside. This is completely taking a turn. I thought we were going to see a technical match from their first match where Jaxon would maybe scout some things that X has done. That's what he said he would do. But instead, we've seen X just focus on this left knee. We see him zero in on this left knee, and that does not spell well for Jaxon. We saw it in Duncan versus Ace. We saw it in Jalen versus Jay Banks, and now we're seeing it again in our main event as X has taken the fight to Jaxon on the outside. What's he looking for on the outside here on the concrete? No, has him hung up on the barricade. Huge kick to the skull. Oh, and I think Jackson's been busted open. X rammed his skull into the barricade a couple times there. I think Jackson's busted open. But we know Jackson's like a shark in the water when he smells blood. X is on the outside looking to hit something from the apron. Springboard, drop kick. Jaxon scouts. Jaxon scouts and X takes a big fall. Huge lariat there from Jaxon. Another lariat taking X down. Catches the foot. Spins around, but X catches him. Maybe for a German. Jaxon reverses. X hitting the ropes. And a kick to the penalty kick. Jaxon rolls through. Fisherman, no. X rolls him up. Cover 1, 2. No, and a kick out from Jaxon. Amazing reversal sequence. X against the ropes. Rolls through again to the left knee. Back into that figure 10 leg lock. Jackson's got to get to the ropes here. Remember, this is a no limits championship match. There are rope breaks. There is countouts. There is no time limit. It is a natural 30-minute championship time limit match. The figure 10 is locked in. Jaxon is writhing in pain. Writhing in pain. Jackson's got to stay alive here. Stay alive, Jaxon. Stay alive. Do not tap. Don't listen to Jersey City boys. Jaxon trying to swallow his tongue to stay in this thing. Trying to swallow his tongue so he can't feel the pain. So he can't feel what is being done to that left knee. Jaxon looking to get to the ropes, but he escapes. He escapes, but has the damage been done? That was the longest he was in a submission all match. And repeated kicks here to the gut from Comeback Kid X. Repeated kicks to the gut of Jaxon in the corner. And X is fully taking this thing over. This is brutal. X in the corner, what's he looking for here? Huge double stop there from the quarter to corner. The cover from X. Here we are, 1, 2. No, and a kick out again from Jaxon. Staying alive, staying in this thing. Both men back to their feet. Jaxon in the corner again. X taking him to the top. X with a springboard. Jaxon catches him. Pulls him. Brilliant maneuver there from Jaxon Bates. Swings under. Huge dragon suplex. X reverses. Hits the ropes. Rolls through again. I thought he was going for the knee bar. Super kick. Jaxon ducks. Rolls through. Pop up headbutt. Chapter 13. Cyto suplex connects. Brilliant reversal from the champion. Caught him with a pop-up, Chapter 13. Brainbuster connects, rolls through to the cover. 1, 2. Kick out again at 2 7/8. Oh my God. Jaxon fired up, trying to get this thing in the bag, trying to walk out with the W for SVW, for himself, for Violent Legacy. Jaxon trying to win this thing. And he runs and he drops to the mat. And if that's not an example of how this thing is gone, no, that is not a good sign. Jaxon just took off running for X, falls face first as the knee gave out. The knee gave out, center of the ring. The damage has been done, and X realizes it. X sees exactly what has happened. He was moments away from maybe losing that match. Maybe it was a big kick from Jaxon in the corner. I don't know what he was going for, but the leg gave out. X in the corner now. Double knees in the corner. He's going to look for that change of heart. There it is. change of heart, and I think that's over. The knee gave out. The match is done. It cost Jaxon. 1, 2, 3. No! No, Jaxon kicked out. Jaxon kicked out a change of heart. We saw him kick out of a couple last match, but I thought for sure with the knee giving out and the change of heart connecting, I thought it was over. I thought there was no way this thing continued. What is X doing? What is X doing? He just took off the knee pad of Jaxon Bates. He just ripped that knee pad off, and this is not a good sign. We said it before. No stability in that knee if Jaxon doesn't have a brace holding it together. X in the corner. Could it be another change of heart? Jaxon ducks under. He misses. Jaxon from behind. Black flag! The cover! It's over! 1, 2, 3. No! X kicked out! X kicked out of the black flag! X kicked out of the black flag! Damn it! Damn it! Jaxon picked it back up, immediately putting on the offense. In the corner now, European uppercuts, repeated European uppercuts. We've seen this before. The tirade here from Jaxon, trying to do some damage with these Euro uppercuts. That's what he should have been doing all match. Hits another one. No knee pad on Jaxon. Look at that. Another European uppercut in the corner. But how far away is that knee from giving out? The 4th or 5th European uppercut again. No, X moves out of the way. Stop to Jaxon, he rolls through. Clothesline again from Jaxon, back elbow there. Irish whip, into the corner goes X. Jaxon misses, X flips him over. Dragon screw again on the left knee, no. Figure 10 is locked in. The figure 10 is locked in. Hyper extending the knee of Jaxon Bates. X has the figure 10 locked in. Is this thing over? Is this thing done? Is Jaxon gonna tap out? The last time we saw him even close to this position was against Duncan Riley. Can he hang in this thing? Or is the pain gonna get too bad that Jaxon passes out? His knee is in serious pain, and if he wants to try to face mayhem after this match, how the hell is he going to do that with a bum knee? How the hell is he going to do that with a bum knee? If he can even survive. The crowd now cheering in Jackson's favor, saying, let's go, and he flips X over. Flips X over, the pain's been reversed. The pain was reversed to X's knee. Jaxon can barely stand, lifts X up. No, X out the back door, and another chop block to Jackson's knee. Kicks, strikes from X, knocking Jaxon backwards, rolls through. Knee to the skull, German suplex from X. Ripcord, roll through, somersault kick, it's over. X looking for what we know to be the best stop ever. X is connected. The cover, 1, 2, 3. No! Jaxon kicked out. Jaxon kicked out again. Oh my God, and X, look at X. Look at X throwing a temper tantrum. Again, this is not an X we've ever seen. He hates Jaxon, and Jaxon hates X back up to the top. Could it be a second time? Oh, X saying it's over. X saying it's over. Is this it? Letting Jaxon get to his feet. Roll through, crossbody, roll through. Jaxon catches him. Jaxon to his feet. The strength of the 237-pounder. Crossroads. Nightmare Road connects from Jaxon Bates. Nightmare Road connects. Jaxon in the corner with kill. Confirmed, taking down X. Cover him, Jaxon. No. Ripcord, black flag. Black flag, the cover. 1, 2, 3, no. X is kicked out again. My voice is shot, ladies and gentlemen. I am losing my damn voice. I apologize, but my God. 2 black flags. I think there's been one man that's ever kicked out of a black flag, and X is kicked out of 2. X off the top rope, arm drag. The crowd chanting, this is awesome, and it certainly is. Roll through again. No, figure 10 again from the back. Figure 10 again. The reverse figure 10. Jaxon's caught. This has got to be it. Jaxon, damn it. Stay alive. Stay in this thing. Stay alive. Do not tap. Do not tap. Jaxon, damn it. Nowhere to go. Dead center of the ring. Jaxon's got to find a way to get out of this thing. He's got to find a way to get out of this thing, or this No Limits title is going to XVPW. Jaxon has got to find a way to stay alive. Jaxon, roll through. Roll through. Damn it, Jaxon. Roll through. No, do not tap. Do not tap. Do not tap. The damage is done. There's no way. There's no way this continues. Jaxon is absolutely screwed. And X just releases the hold. X just released the hold. Runs for maybe, I thought it was maybe a change of heart. Jaxon uses his own momentum against him. X on the top rope here. X with a back elbow. Up to the top rope. Jaxon behind him. Dragon suplex. Release dragon suplex from the top rope. Jaxon fired up here. Huge backhand. Ripcord, black flag out of nowhere. Black flag out of nowhere. Back up to their feet. Ripcord again. Black flag. Black flag is he going for? Number 3. Black flag connects. The cover. Is this his moment? 1, 2, 3. He's done it. He's done it. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and still your No Limits champion, Jaxon Bates. Unbelievable. Absolutely incredible match. The Skegness boy has retained. But what is left of Jaxon? What has been left of Jaxon this match? Scraps? There's got to be absolute scraps left of Jaxon in this match. That was the most amazing match I've ever seen. What the hell? What the hell? The lights are out. What the? Is that? I think that's Heather Ray. Is that it? It's Heather Ray. What the hell is Heather Ray doing here? The lights are back out. What the? No way. No way. Oh my God! It's V-Kid! V-Kid is here in the Sanctum! Confronting a bruised, a battered Jaxon Bates. Ladies and gentlemen, is this a message? Is this what V-Kid meant about getting violent? V-Kid has arrived in the Sanctum.